When a photographer tries to kiss a woman, he first has to clean her lips with a lens cloth, and he finds himself unable to love fully because he's afraid of himself. Doesn't mean if 5 of them sent me their photos, I'd refuse to improve them. Come on.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So if you want to be on the show, email your photo with what you shot on and your social media link to cameraconspiracies@disciples.com. Boom. You'll get there eventually. We'll get to it. We're on the Nikon ZF, Viltrox 60mm 1.8. Last week's episode was shot on the Sony with the 20mm 1.8. Dare we dream that? Oh my goodness. Who looks better? No one cares. What if I turn this light on? Wait for it. I'm probably changing the kelvins. Oh, I changed them really hard. Huh? No? Why did you have to post that thing at the bottom? Post it and I took a picture. You're not like handicapped, like tethered to your mother on Reddit. Like no one cares. God, this looks like a stock photo. If I'm being honest with you, it looks like you just Googled it. But it's not a bad shot. It's kind of interesting. You were up spying on people and you're like, okay, got a little umbrella in the shot there. It's covering them. A businessman out to lunch, not that interested. He's looking at a smartphone. People who do that, like, what's wrong with you? Put your phone in the bag. Oh, I'd rather talk to my friends on Teletubbies.com. Whatever you're doing these days and the kids. You got your lemon water. It's just tap water. That's a bitch. What's she doing with her fingers? Got a cool scene. A little meeting. Not bad. Fuji X-T3, 90mm Tony 2. Wow, I want that lens. Oh boy. I would totally pounce. You know, side rant, I think it's 7 artisans just reached out, said they had a bunch of cinema lenses, but they're APS-C, and I don't really have that. I'm not going to use it on this. So I was thinking of getting a Fuji. If you chip in for it, like a little sponsored thing. They're like, oh, sorry to hear that. See you later. They're not chipping in, so we wait for nothing. When I was walking by that power couple, I noticed that the man was eating a spider. And it was gross, and I was like, that's something weird. That you don't see that every day. Do you see a businessman cheating on his wife every day with his mistress and still ignoring her? Yeah, you see that often, but the guy's also eating a tarantula? Okay, that's something. I should stop and take a picture of that. It's pretty good. It's a better shot. Okay, that's weird. Oh, you're weird. I don't love staged photos that are just like, okay, let's go here and do this pose. Okay, you're doing something. It's dramatic and weird. Why are you punching yourself? You're not Fight Club. You're just a guy wanting to be in the movies. But this isn't a movie. It's not moving, is it? It's just a photo taken with a Lumix S5. God, not even the Mark II. Sigma? Of course. Of course it's a Sigma. Look, the whole scene's flat. It's obvious immediately. Oh, Sigma lens, no pop. That sucks. Is it good? Should we all go subscribe to Peter Wolf tips? Tips on how to shave a wolf? Alright, whatever, but when I saw that guy, he was improving himself. He realized what he was doing wrong. He was like, I don't deserve this punishment. You know what? It starts today. I'm gonna love myself. No matter what I've done in the past or what I'll do in the future, I'm gonna give myself a chance. Today. I don't know, man. It's just off. Your composition is not even close to there. If you would have just panned left, I know this probably happened fast. The guy's walking past you. Maybe you were even trying to just take a photo of him and then some guy came into your shot and ruined it, and then you thought, oh, this is art. It's not art at all. It's just bad. It's just bad positioning. But if you would have turned and just separated them a bit, you might have had something, but you clearly don't. The only way to save that shot would have been if there was also a woman coming from this side. And then it's like, okay, now the guy is clearly jealous. And there's a whole story going on. He's like, oh man, I've been looking at that girl all week. She chose him. I got a motorcycle. Come on, don't girls like motorcycles and muscles? Oh, I've been doing it all wrong. This guy's just nice and fun. Oh, and he won the girl. And so he's in between, and now it makes sense. But like you never make sense, and you didn't tell me what you shot it on or who you are, and we're leaving your life. Ain't that a bitch? You seem to have the perfect shot, and you get it home, you're like, oh yeah, that giant twig just covering his face. Like, you would never win any award. They would immediately delete that. Any contest would be like, what are you doing? Just maybe plan better. It's a terrible shot, but you almost have Fuji-like colors. You didn't tell me what you shot it on. I hate you so much. You gave me your Instagram, but no, I'm saying it's an Olympus. Take that. It's not great. What would be great is if you deleted that twig perfectly with the clone tool and had a kitten and a dog both in the background. Wow, that's a happy corgi. You know what I mean? And the kitten's kind of just, will I eat the frog? They don't seem interested in eating the frog, even though it would be fun and delicious for both of them. They're well behaved because they're domesticated. They've been trained to not feel what's inside. Oh, it was bound to happen. Something was bound to sneak through my radar and get in there, and what is this? Why have you done it? How is this being entered into a contest? It's not, you're just sitting on a toilet with a gun. Why do you have a mask? Are you gonna rob somebody? Were you robbed? What's happening here? What is it shot on? Clearly a cell phone, not even a good one, a flip Nokia, maybe. It's not good. And you're ending the show on that. That's our last photo. People are gonna remember this. Sadly. When I was there filming that masked criminal, all people in masks are criminals, by the way. Take that 2020. There was a bear and a cougar. Which one would eat him first? They were smelling, they're like, oh wow, look at it, there's human food in there. And that guy, he was not going out like that. Not that day. He went out on his shield. He put on his super sheep mask. He's like, I'm safe now with the mask, even though you're clearly in danger at all times, due to your own mind. He has a gun. There's a bear. And the freaking mountain lion. That's why I don't want to move to Vancouver. There's all these like mountains and trails, and it's like, but there's mountain lions up there. I've seen them. I've seen the videos where a guy's just like, turns around quick with bear spray, and he's like, oh my god, he almost got me. I can't live with it. Imagine me, I'm shooting. Look at that woodpecker. If I had to pick a winner, oh man, I think, oh god, you can't go with the staged photo. You're definitely not going with that blurry, jealous guy. I guess you're leaning to the guy cheating on his wife in the meal, and he's like texting her, no, I'm with you. How soon? I'm at a doctor's appointment. Even though it's dishonest, and it's probably just a stock photo downloaded from iShutter.com. That's fine. You win. You win nothing. You don't win our hearts, that's for sure. But you did well. Way to go, Fuge. I want that lens. You send it to me. That's your reward for winning. Who won the battle of last week's episode? Viltrox or Sony? Nikon or Sony? I'll go home. Subscribe for more entertainment.